Welcome back to the Fight Me Bro betting show. We are your hosts, Matt and Nick, and we are coming off an abysmal UFC Abu Dhabi card. I'm pretty sure we laid out big old goose egg there, went 0 for 8.
I would have a paper bag on my head if we had any paper bags right
Yeah, Nick is
at an all-time low. Like, actually seeing if you can get positive by going too far negative.
like a shitty band in 2009. He is all-time low.
Yeah.
Credit to me.
Hey, let's relax on all-time low. It's a jam.
I'm lashing out because I just lost all my bets. But, hey, we're back on home soil. And by home soil, I mean Canada, but at least it's not all the way to Abu Dhabi. I feel better about this card. So I have 4 fights to bet on. Nick has 3, so I will be going first. So the first winner of the day is going to come, I think, kind of early on the card. It's going to come the Antonio Carlos Jr. versus Uriah Hall. My thought process here is, I don't really think Uriah Hall's all that good at fighting. No offense to you. No offense, but offense. I think he just kind of, once he starts Musasi, I think everyone thought like...
That was a complete fluke, too.
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw that.
Oh yeah, I bet on Musasi. I bet on Musasi. It was like a minus 300 favorite.
I bet on Hall in that fight actually.
Yep, I specifically remember sitting there and I think it was the same night that What a Time to Be Alive came out, and to literally get me back to.
That wasn't it.
Are you sure?
I'm 100% sure. The What a Time to Be Alive was out. That Joanna card that came out, or that was airing at like 6 in the morning.
That's so fucked up that we remember like certain cards.
Drake is linked to major moments in my life. What can I say?
Well, I remember I was listening to that over and over again to like hype me up for this fight, and then I just got ultimately let down.
That work out well.
Yeah, because I think I went straight like 300 to win 100, and then got pounded. So I've had it out for Uriah Hall for quite some time, and now that he's 35 years old, I don't think he's got what it takes to be streaking at all. He seems like a 1-win, 1-loss type of guy, and he's coming off of a win. So I'm taking him on a loss here at minus 275. I like Antonio Carlos Jr.
And it's interesting you say that because I have Uriah Hall.
Oh my god!
I saw this line. Look, for all intents and purposes, Antonio Carlos Jr. is realistically going to secure a takedown at some point. Mm-hmm. There will be some sort of submission happening. That said, Antonio Carlos Jr. is not good enough to be favored over anybody on the roster at minus 275. That is absurd given the guys that he's beaten. Like, his resume is not loaded at all. So when I see a plus 225 line going the other way against a Uriah Hall who, like, for all the things he's really bad at, which are most, yeah,
most
of things, like, he's should be better at stand-up than Antonio Carlos Jr. There's a really real chance of him eking out some sort of bullshit split decision here if he gets taken down in like 1 round. I feel like in Antonio Carlos Jr.'s last fight, like, the gas tank just was not looking up to snuff there. So this is a flyer of all flyers, obviously, but like, I can't look at that line and justify not taking action on the underdog given the matchup. Daily double. We are gonna go with the over in this as well. 1.5 rounds seems very low. Like I said, fully confident. Like, won't be surprised in the slightest bit if like round 2 at maybe the 2-minute and 31-second mark, Antonio Carlos Jr. secures a takedown and submits Uriah Hall. That said, I think a fresh Uriah Hall is gonna be able to kind of they're gonna do that thing where they're staring at each other for 4 minutes, where it's kind of like judge distance. When are you going to shoot? Uriah Hall, do literally anything. Yeah. Like, something like that, and then I just got to sweat out 3 minutes of this minus 150 over 1.5 rounds. So I got to double up in this fight, and that's it.
Not too bad, and also I think that I disagree on the Uriah Hall call.
I know you agree on the over 1.5.
I know, I'm starting to think of that because I think people would assume this fight, like, Uriah Hall's going to go out there and just, like, he's either going to get knocked out or knock someone out, but like you said, I think there's going to be some dancing to start. Maybe
Not second. Dancing. They will literally just laterally walk around each other.
Yeah.
It's going to be like 2 alley cats.
Just circling each other, ready to strike.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, we'll see who ends up there. Either go with the guy that's not minus 2,000 or the guy that is. So
the guy that's got the most to lose is always, it's always the most dangerous.
All right, so my next one's coming in a little bit further up the card, I think the 3rd from main event, Nikita Krylov versus Glover Teixeira. I think the last fight I may have bet on Glover, but I was on a long streak of betting against him, and it just feels better. Like, no one beats Father Time, and Glover Teixeira is now 39 fucking years old.
Is he 39? I thought he was 40.
No, well, I think I saw as of today, unless Sherdog didn't update it, and Nikita Krylov actually has looked...
No.
I think he's looked pretty decent.
He's bad. I'm fine with this pick, but Nikita, let's not start justifying how good Nikita Krylov looked. You are betting on this because Glover Teixeira is a bag of bones, which is totally justifiable. And betting on it because Nikita Krylov is good, not justifiable.
Not good, but better, and a fucking athlete. I just don't see this going 3 rounds without getting clipped. Very much like the Carl Roberson fight where he clipped him, he had him hurt. I just hope Krylov doesn't get subbed like Roberson did in that fight, which was all-time shitty because I, of course, bet pretty heavy on that.
Yeah, okay, interesting. I'm going to go with, we're going to work backwards. Actually, this was going to be my first one, but you mentioned that, Antonio Carlos. I'm going to take Jim Crute over Misha Cirkunov. Might be a horrible pick because this is a huge step up for Crute, so like most of my picks, what probably is going to happen is Cirkunov is going to just like face crank him and he'll be out. But Cirkunov had a lot of hype, and now I think he's been knocked out in 3 of his last 4, if I remember the timing of those fights. He's lost 3 knockouts.
He lost 3 straight knockouts.
No, I think it was 2, 1 win, and then a knockout.
Oh fuck, that's even worse. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like like the hype train was heavy on him, and I was like, oh, okay, this guy gets a little striking. We could be working with a potential contender here. I don't know if it's there, and if he can't get Crute down early, like Cirkunov seems like he just falls off the rails like after a round is over. Like I feel like a lot of his wins are just walk out double leg face crank in the first 5 minutes, and it's like, all right, we're good. And then but after that, he's had some fights where it's like, oh buddy, this
gets ugly.
Yeah, and also the 3 knockouts. I mean, Crute isn't exactly a home run hitter, but it's hard to trust 3 straight knockout losses.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take Jim Crute minus 105.
And Crute does have that, like, I think he's only 23 still.
Yeah.
He's got
so he could make a leap too.
To disagree, I think he does have some serious knockout power. It's just more of a factor like
I feel
getting
like
there.
He's just more of like
he looks like it though. He looks like a fucking hoss.
Yeah, he looks like a tank.
Yeah.
He's one of those Australian rugby dudes. So.
Yeah. All right, don't hate that there. So then my next one's coming in the main event. I feel like everyone at MMA Twitter is really, really heavy on Justin Gaethje. I think he's almost minus 180. I'm going with Donald Cerrone here because let's not forget, Donald Cerrone was, ever since he popped out that kid, has been looking fantastic. And even against Tony Ferguson, looked pretty damn solid. Like, I think he took a round, I think it was a round each going into the third. Granted, his face was more fucked up, but it's very hard to not get your face fucked up by Tony Ferguson. And I feel like a lot of people go out there with Donald Cerrone thinking they could bully him. Like Alex Hernandez went out there, just came right at him. You know Gaethje is going to move forward and press forward. And I just have a feeling that Donald Cerrone is going to be able to like use the jab and just like keep him at a distance and keep circling away and just being able to like stiff jab up the middle, and then mixing in those kicks there. I don't think you have to worry about the takedown too much because we all know Gaethje somehow forgot how to wrestle and refuses to go back to it. So as long as he keeps that, I really like Cerrone at plus 170 here.
Shockingly, I disagree. I will be going with Justin Gaethje for my lock of the week, actually, because if we've learned anything about Cowboy, it is that what Gaethje's bringing to the table here is the anti-Cowboy. Just the pressure forward, he's going to kick too. It's like Cowboy operates best with space, and when the other guy does not like to kick. And so it's just Gaethje's going to kick, he's going to move forward. Cowboy's gotten better at defending this, but the other thing is Cowboy's general bailout is for whatever reason when he gets these like pressure guys that are going to come in. So think like Brazilian Cowboy that just comes in reckless. Cowboy's change of pace move is I'm going to surprise him with a double, and that is not going to work in this scenario. And so the other thing is Gaethje throws like. Once again, I wouldn't consider Gaethje like he has been piling up these last couple knockouts, but I wouldn't consider him as like. He's not like McGregor left hand, circa 2016 knockout level, but like Gaethje could crack. He's gonna hit hard, and also, it's not really that big of a secret that part of my brand, like not a big kid guy. As much as I like Dad Cowboy, the kid, you can only rub the kid's head for so long. Like
you're just tired of the baby.
The kid thing is gonna wear itself out. Like you can't be dad. Like we're not gonna be talking about 44-year-old dad cowboy who popped out another kid and all of a sudden he's like a contender for a QB again. Like the kid thing's wearing it thin. Like thin to the point where I think he's losing this fight thin. And so I've got Gaethje, put it in the books like all my other locks for the W here.
See, and this is largely
probably a knockout too. I might double up on that.
Ooh, I don't know about that one. I'm just scared here that Cowboy's going to come out. Whenever he comes out with a completely different look, it's never a good thing for him. And also, the reason why I'm big on Cowboy is because like it makes so much sense in the like. There's so many possibilities and options if Gaethje wins, and the MMA gods just hate us. That's so it's like Cowboy's gonna win, and we're gonna be in no man's land of like, what do we do with Cowboy because he's not better than Tony?
A fair contention.
So just because the MMA gods hate fun, as we could see by last weekend with Khabib, I think I really like Cowboy here.
What holds more value? MMA gods' hate of fun or Nick's hate of children?
Or Nick's hate of winning bets.
That too. It's a three-way battle. And my God, they're neck and neck and neck.
All right, well, in my last fight, you already had this on your card. I like Jim. Also, did not know this was his nickname. Love it. Jimmy the Brute Crute.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know. For some reason, I never knew that was his nickname. That is just fantastic. Very much on brand. I'm very much, other than the Cowboy fight, kind of betting against age, and I know Serkinov's only like 32, 33, but like his knockouts say otherwise. Seems like he has a susceptible chin, and I think Crute still's got those young legs. He's going to crack him at some point, and he's going to have the stamina. And like you said, like Serkinov, if he doesn't sub the guy right away, he fades down the stretch, very much so. He just, a lot of hype, although I'm really scared about this one because Misha Serkinov, as well as OSP, falls in that category of guys that I just cannot get on the right side of the bet. I tried betting with them, I tried betting against them, but usually I like to err on the side of like, you know what, you've lost me a lot of money, so fuck you, I'm going to just keep betting against you until you finally...
One of my most frequently used betting strategies.
Yeah, it doesn't work very often, but like for morale reason, if you have any sort of pride, you have to say, fuck that guy, I'm going to bet against you. Man, I was
very
on the wrong
Bears offense-esque of like 3rd and 6, I'm throwing a 5-yard out.
I think I bet against him, I bet Serkinov against Glover, and then he got knocked out, and then I bet...
I think I bet against him, or I bet for him in all 3 of his knockout losses.
Yeah. No, I think.
Oh, Johnny Walker! I know I bet on him.
Oh, I bet on him for sure. I think it was my lock of the week, and I had him like by submission, and then he goes out there and gets starched by a head kick.
Yeah,
motherfuck! God damn you, Serkinov! You better lose this one. So that's it. Overall, the card. Thoughts on the card? Again, not
2
really.
Thumbs. Give those titties 4 thumbs down.
0 out of 5 balls. So that's it. We'll probably just be live tweeting the main event, but. As usual, tweet us out your picks, please, because
I need help.
We could use some help. Any side of if you hear any of the fighters has mono or a horrible weight cut, don't even like put it out there in the open. Just straight into my DMs, and then I'll Venmo you 10% of my bet. That is a promise. So, other than that,
ironclad contract.
Yeah. Next week, what do we got? Do we have a break?
No, I think there's something really shitty next week.
Yeah. Maybe it's, what was the fight we kept saying? It was like next week.
Covington and Lawler.
Oh, yeah, Covington Lawler.
No, I think we're in Shitsville until Adesanya and Whitaker. So we will be talking about shitty cards until that point in time.
All right, till then, follow us along, Below the Belt MMA. You already know. Well, take it easy, keep it sleazy. Peace.